Hello everyone, welcome to Kishwar's Picks, Week 5 edition. Last week was great. Start off with the Jets. Like I said, we were going to run all over Buffalo, and exactly that's what we did. Buffalo had no answer for us. Our offense is looking explosive, and this week, with the return of Santonio Holmes, this should be a non-stop offense that you can see in the upcoming weeks. Another big news, Randy Moss got traded to Minnesota Vikings, where we started from. Well, thank you, New England Patriots, for making the road easier for us to go through AFC East. Now you took out your vertical threat. Now you really don't have a big threat down the field. Walker and Edelman will be your starters, and I don't know how much they can give it to you. Because you had Moss is to draw double coverage, and it's to free up Walker. Now, if Walker is number one target, I'm sorry, but he's not going to be as good as he was. Other free options, Rams are looking really good. I really do hope they go somewhere. They probably are looking at a 7-9 season as of right now. So let's see how far they go. With all that being said, let's jump into Week 5 picks. The first game, Jacksonville at Buffalo. Buffalo looked helpless last week, and Jacksonville coming off with a big victory over the Colts with Josh Scobie's 59-yarder field goal. I think they're going to carry the momentum up to Buffalo, and they probably will take care of the Bills. Jacksonville over Buffalo. Then we have Tampa Bay at Cincinnati. Tampa Bay is coming out of a bye week, and Cincinnati is coming off from a big loss to Cleveland Browns. Disappointing loss, disappointing start to the season for them. They must turn it around. Their offense needs to get going, and I believe it will against the Buccaneers defense. Cincinnati over Tampa Bay. Then we have Atlanta and Cleveland. Atlanta is looking really good. I think they will win the NFC South eventually. But in the upcoming last 2 weeks, they've been great. And I think they're going to go into Cleveland and beat up a Cleveland team who just came off a big win over Cincinnati. Atlanta over Cleveland. Then we have St. Louis at Detroit. I don't care what anybody says, this is a great game. Maybe not to watch, but on paper, they match up evenly. And it's going to be a good game. It might be a shootout, but I don't know. We'll see. I picked Detroit over St. Louis. Detroit will get their first win. Then we have Kansas City and Indianapolis. A lot of people don't want to give credit to Kansas City, although they're an undefeated team. They just think they're going to collapse. I don't see it happening. But they will lose to Indy, don't get me wrong. But I think they have a chance to win the AFC West, so we'll see what happens. Indy will win against the Chiefs, no doubt about that. Then we have the Green Bay at Washington. This is a good game because Washington's defense is looking really good, and Green Bay's offense is something that will challenge that defense, and we'll see what happens. I think Green Bay can go in there and beat McNabb and the Skins. Green Bay over Washington. Then we have Chicago, Carolina. Jay Cutler just suffered a concussion. And then he took 8 sacks on them last week. Yeah, it's a terrible offensive line the Chicago Bears got. I thought they were going to be something, but I was dead wrong. I think Carolina will get their first win. Jimmy Clausen will get his first victory this week, and Carolina will beat Chicago. Next, we have the Denver Broncos at Baltimore. Baltimore is looking great. Joe Flacco is coming on. The defense is always good. And I think they're going to start clicking on all cylinders, and I think they can beat up on Denver. Baltimore over Denver. Then we have Giants at Houston. Houston will run all over the Giants because Houston offense is not Bears offense. Giants D-line looked really good, although it was the Bears O-line. I don't know how good Houston's O-line is, but I think Houston has enough firepower to beat up the Giants. I think Houston will beat the Giants. Then we have New Orleans at Arizona. Max Hall has been named the starter for Cardinals. That says it all, because who is Max Hall? New Orleans is going to go in there, put up at least 40 points, and New Orleans will run all over Arizona. San Diego at Oakland. San Diego will win this one. Phillip Rivers and Antonio Gates are finding the end zone pretty too often, and I think it's going to continue. San Diego all over Oakland. Then we have probably one of the interesting game of the weeks, Tennessee at Dallas. Chris Johnson needs to get going. He's on my fantasy team, and he's not really giving me much the last 2 weeks. So I really do hope he turns it around. Dallas coming off a bye, I think they'll be good. And Romo will have Miles Austin and Des Bryant clicking in all cylinders, and I think Dallas will win this one. Then we have the Sunday night game, Philadelphia at San Francisco. I think San Francisco will put up a fight, although they're 0-4. But although Kevin Cobb is starting, I just think Philadelphia will have enough weapons to win this one. I think Philadelphia will beat San Francisco at San Francisco in the Candlestick. Then we get to my Jets, and we get another primetime game. It's on Monday Night Football, and now we have the Minnesota Vikings coming into town with Brett Favre coming home, where he took us to 8-3, and then he collapsed and ended up in 9-7, cost Eric Mangini his job, and he retired. I was at his last game when Chad Pennington came in and he beat us. But no, that's the past. But I think the Jets, who will be getting everybody back, Santonio Holmes, Calvin Pace, Darrelle Revis. Right now, Sanchez and Edwards and Keller, it's clockwork for them. They're clicking on all cylinders. Defense is looking great. I think they will beat up on the Vikings. I think it's a double-digit victory for them. I say Jets will win 35-17. It's a bold statement, I know, but I'll stand by it. We have 4 teams in the bye week: Miami, New England, Pittsburgh, Seattle. Miami started 2-0, but they ended up with 2 losses, so things are not looking good for them. New England just lost Randy Moss, so I don't know how good they're going to be coming off their bye week. Pittsburgh will be getting Ben Roethlisberger back, so they're going to be a scary team. And Seattle, they're the NFC West, nobody cares. Alright, so let me know what you think. And post comments. Let me know about your picks and all of that. I'll catch you with week 6 picks. Thank you, and see you later.